Hey everyone, hello, come and snuggle with me on this rainy day. Let me know if you're here. I thought I'd pop on and have a chat. It has been a extremely full day, but fantastic. Oh my God, my clients are the best. I love chatting with them and helping and assisting them to become a master of their energy in their life and business. And we have had all the chats today. We have had so many, and I've seen this theme running through. And when I have that, I always love to jump on and do a live for you. And I know because I've been through this too. I mean, I called this Know Thyself, right? But really, knowing who you are and being okay with that is the most important thing you'll probably ever do in your life. I know when I started to love who I was, accept who I was, really know what I was here for in this world and my strengths, my abilities, what I love to do, my opinions, everything grew from that. My business, the money I made, everything grew when I started to know who I really was and believe in that. And what I'm seeing, like even today with the clients I'm talking to, I'm seeing these amazing people, so talented. And I mean, look, guys, we're not talking about here just, this is only for people who are really insecure, or this is only for people who don't have anything or don't know what they're about in the world. This is for everyone. I mean, I'm working with people who have 7-figure businesses and they still don't really know themselves. Okay, so this is for everyone. This is life-changing when you start to really own who you are and know what you're here for. Everything will shift and change. And as I said, I'm seeing these amazing people, so talented. They've got all the goods, right? They've got the goods going on, and they're still not trusting in themselves and believing in themselves. And one of the reasons for that is, and I know I used to do this a lot, was mimicry. As humans, we tend to mimic each other. Mannerisms, and we live in certain cultural forms and or religious forms, and we're mimicking the beliefs or the stories or the physical attributes of people in those groups and those communities. And I know I did that a lot because I didn't have any self-worth. I just hid constantly from myself, or tried to. And so I mimicked. I thought I needed to mimic other people, maybe the languaging they used, or how they did life or business or whatever. Like that worked for them. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Maybe I'm wrong because I'm not doing that. Maybe that's why I don't have X, Y, or Z. We convince ourselves of these things, if that makes sense. So, I really want to look at that and go, what is going on here when we've got this feeling, right? We've got this feeling of not being worthy and we need to mimic other people. Okay. I'm seeing it. It's a really big thing. I'm seeing people not having their voice, not finding their voice, and needing to be like other people or thinking they have to be. And then it really, it dropped through, and I started to go, confidence, lack of confidence. Our problem is not lack of confidence in ourselves when we don't have confidence. It's actually that we think we have to be like other people, and that's where the lack of confidence comes in. That's when we stop trusting ourselves. When we feel like, we're looking at the people around us and maybe we think, they've got it all figured out and they know what's going on and they've got it going on, or they're making the money that we want to make, or they're doing the job that we want to do, or whatever, or making the difference that we want to make. And then because of that, we just seem to have this lack of confidence because we're basing our confidence on someone else. We're not basing our confidence on our own self, like knowing ourselves and trusting in that's enough. And, you know, let me know if that's resonating with you, because you probably maybe don't even notice that you're doing it all the time, but we especially will see mimicry in family groups, you know, and people's conditions put upon us. And so we think we have to be the way other people want us to be. And I mean, my gosh, as I said, I'm working with these brilliant women. Oh my gosh, like all of you, right? Amazing people, talented, connected, you know, they've got all these life skills and amazing heart-centered people, and they still, it's like they're a caricature of who they are. They still really don't know who they are. They still think, if, you know, if I do something else, that's another part of it, like study something else, learn something else, you know, be like someone else, mimic, mold myself on someone else, that will give me the sense of self and sense of purpose, and that I will suddenly know what I'm doing and who I am, and I'll suddenly make the money, and I'll, you know, feel good about myself, and it's just a one-way trip to Depressedville, you know, and you'll get more and more confused when that's happening. You know, you'll feel even more confused when you're going down that path and feeling like something, you need to have something outside of you. So that was really like a big revelation to me today, when I really, you know, as I started tuning in on this energy and just started going, yeah, like, you know, why has so many of us got no confidence? Why are we lacking that sense of self, of really knowing who we are and being okay with that and speaking our truth? And that's why, because we're actually basing our sense of self on someone else's sense of self, you know, someone else's belief, their story about what's true for them or what's good for them. And we're sort of basing that on them. So then, of course, we're going to lack confidence, because we're not that person, you know? And that's why we often get this mob mentality too, and this, you know, this group mentality, like grab your pitchforks and your flaming torches, you know, and even though, like, it's like we stop thinking for ourselves, we're following the crowd, we're following everyone else. And often that's why you're not really living into the life that you're meant to be living into, why you're not making the money that you really want to make, why you're not making the difference that you really want to make. Because remember, everything is frequency, everything is energy, and people are reading that. Even when they don't understand what they're doing, they're reading it all the time. And so if you're mimicking yourself off of someone else, or you're molding yourself off of someone else's story or journey or thoughts or feelings or opinions, then that person's not going to feel you, right? They're not going to feel you. They're just going to feel sort of like this inauthentic energy, or just like, I'm not really connecting to that person. I don't know why, you know. It's like, and I know you know this because you would have had friends or family members like this in your life that never really showed who they were. And so there was this element of fakeness to them, and you could never really feel them, you know, in that way. And so you felt standoffish around them or something, right? And so the problem is, we're feeling standoffish with ourselves. You know, we're feeling like, I don't know what we're trying to do here. And so we go looking. There's got to be someone to give us the answers. We'll model ourselves off someone else. We'll start speaking their language, you know, we'll start learning that thing because it worked for that person. And there's that old mob mentality again, okay? Oh, the group must know. That group over there, they must know. They look like they know what they're doing, so I better mold myself on that group over there, instead of, I always know the truth. And you do. Even when you go, I don't know. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. It's the biggest bullshit lie ever, right? That's our shadow self just wanting to keep everything covered for us, like we can't see the truth, but it's always there. It's always within us. If you get quiet, you can hear that. You'll notice it. And you can really connect to yourself and start to ask yourself those deeper questions of who am I really? Like, what do I love? What do I enjoy? Why am I doing this thing? Why do I think I want to do that or work that way? Is that really what I want? Or is that just what I think, well, everyone else is doing and it seems to be working for them, I better do it? Because I know, like, I have a very unique perspective on the world, right? Which to some people would be like, this chick's off the planet, crazy, right? Because they can't see or feel or know the things that I know. And it feels, you know, flippant sometimes. Someone asks, but how do you get that information, or how do you know that? Well, I just do. I just know it, you know, and it's hard to explain to someone. It's like trying to explain why you believe the way you do, or why you think the way you think, or why you know the things the way you know. You just do. When you trust yourself and you know yourself, you just know these things deeply, right? And so I have a very unique way of looking at life. And I, you know, especially now that I have a really great sense of self, I won't let anyone sway me off that. And that's what really about knowing yourself is. When you have that deep inner understanding of who you are and what you're here to do in the world, you don't let anything wobble you from that. You know, you don't allow other people, their thoughts or opinions, or even if they're doing awesome things, it could be something similar to you and they're doing something awesome and making headway and making a difference and making money and doing all the things, and they're popular and they, you know, seem to have it all figured out. It's okay still to just be you, right? It's okay to be uniquely you and to think differently to that. And so, yeah, that's my message today, I think, is just to remind you to start getting to really know who you are. Stop mimicking or molding yourself to society or other people, that it's okay to be different. You know, I've been different my whole life. I've never felt like I fit in. And that's hard sometimes. You know, you want to be part of the cool club, or you want to do what everyone else is doing, and you want to be effortless, like these people that make everything look effortless in their life, right? And at the end of the day, I'm happy being me, you know, and you have to be okay with you, and you have to stand up for yourself, and you have to have a voice and a message inside of you that you want to bring out every day. Just because you want to share, but, you know, part of you, part of your heart, part of your soul. And whether that's with your family and friends or with your clients, whoever it's with, okay? And realize that any wobbles that you're having or lack of confidence is not really to do with you, because yourself is true, it is pure, it is whole, it is powerful, okay? You are soul essence, a divine expression of the universe in human form. That doesn't change. That never wobbles. So you've always got that strength and inner knowing within you. So know that when you're feeling the insecurities or the doubts or the fears, that they're not that part of you. There's always that part of you that you can tap into, who knows the answers, who knows what to do, who knows how to behave for themselves, what to say, what to write, how to perform. You know. Okay? Hopefully this helps you today. And it was so good to connect to you. And if you have left me comments, I can't see them. I'm sorry, so nothing is coming up. But I will check afterwards if anyone's left comments or you've watched the replay. Let me know how this resonates with you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Always have a chat with me. You can DM me if there's any way I can help you, and comment below, okay, if you've got any questions. And have an amazing day. Love you guys. Bye.